Rulebreakers Team 1 is almost here. It is definitely inbound, less than 24 hours, and we are going to be getting the first team. Now, we can expect a second team as well, so these predictions that we are going to be running through, 3 different sort of full set predictions with a full, I believe they've mostly gone for 11 cards, so we'll be taking a look at around 33 cards, and then at the end we'll be going over some small individual cards I think they've missed out on that could actually be quite good. Now, as I'm recording this video, midnight UK time, the only card that has actually been confirmed or leaked to be coming out is Ousmane Dembele. So this is what his card could potentially be looking like. A prediction, rating his prediction, and it could potentially be 88 pace and 86 shooting if he is the card on the loading screen. So that is definitely a possibility. But let's go ahead and get into the first predictions by Football Graphics Studio. Absolutely amazing. I really love what he's done just graphically, just around here what we can see. This is literally how EA Sports should be posting, and I hope they do it as clean as this. Literally employ Football Graphics Studio. He is so good. So we do have Erling Haaland. I think he features in quite a few predictions. He's been very, very talked about. I think with record breakers, the stat that you need to focus on is pace. As long as they do that and he's not clunky and he's actually usable, then that is definitely a good go for Haaland. Then we do have Ruben Diaz. I think this is a card that a lot of people have been talking about. At the start of this FIFA, his gold hasn't really been too amazing. It's mainly been outshone by a few other cards, but I think this Ruben Diaz, of course, in real life is really competing with the Varans, with Van Dijk, so this card could actually hype him up more in FIFA, which I do think would be quite interesting. Trent Alexander-Arnold is actually a card that could potentially be coming. I think he's probably the main card in the middle on the loading screen, so that could actually be very, very good. And if he is that main sort of player, EA could be maybe giving him the biggest upgrade, potentially to 89, maybe at a push 90 rated. But I definitely think this Trent Alexander-Arnold will be looking very nice as that right back position card that he is. Koke reminds me of SBC fodder, not gonna lie, it's the first thing that I think of when I see him, but I think Koke would be quite a good card if he does get released. It depends on what sort of stats he's going to get upgraded. I think as long as you're going to be going for the pace, I think that is going to be a decent card, might be useful for some. Kessie is going to be an absolutely stunning card if that is going to be getting released. Voland could be decent, I don't know, I get sort of objective vibes from him. But if you actually give him good pace and good shooting, definitely do not write him off. He does link to quite a few different cards, so he could be quite good. Angelino always finds his way into a promo. I think this could be a good Bundesliga left back. Goncalo Guedes, I think is pronounced okay. He looks like a decent card. I think, again, just the pace, that is all you pretty much need. Maybe if they're going to be going for sort of passing instead, passing and pace, could potentially be some sort of cam, maybe might be decent in some squads, but obviously these lower end cards, guys, aren't going to be stunning or anything like that. Max could be decent for some Eredivisie teams. Nuno Mendes could be quite incredible actually for the PSG left back links. Perhaps if people aren't using Hakimi, if they need PSG on the left hand side, then they could go for this option. And Zanillo, I think, could be quite a decent option for sure. He would actually fit right into my team as more of sort of a attacking cam for sure. Then we do have Luke. He's made some designs here as well, a little bit of a prediction. I do think that this one is a little bit more sort of it's a little bit staying back a bit. It's not as good, it's not all out there, so maybe perhaps it's a little bit more realistic. The next one, Hulk Designs, his is just going to be all out. If EA Sports were saying we need to sell FIFA points, that will be the next one, but this one, I think it is quite conservative. Aguero could be a really nice card though. Pace and shooting could be very nice. Luke Shaw would be decent, I think. I think it's actually going to be a very, very decent card, but he doesn't sort of pop to me. I don't get excited about this Luke Shaw. I do think his Team of the Season card though, at the end of last year, was very, very good. That is how I do remember him. Rudiger could be quite good, but apart from that, I don't get too excited from any of these cards. I think Shirky could be quite good. On stream, you guys were saying you like this Dini. Wijnald is a decent card. These are sort of cards that you expect them to come out. They will be useful at some point perhaps, but they're not really. Jump out of your chair. I'm going to build a team around those cards, but perhaps this team will definitely fill that in for you. Hulk Design made some incredible cards here. Now, I think realistically, this probably isn't going to be a Team 1. It is going to be a Team 1 and Team 2. This is sort of the best of Team 1 and Team 2 put together. So basically, take this half apart. That could perhaps be Team 1, if you guys understand what I mean. Half of this would be Team 1, another half would be Team 2. But both like all the players in here are just incredible in my opinion. We do have Dybala. I think this card could be like astonishing. I think this card could be so good. If you guys know about the gold card, his gold card has been very good. I think gold Dybala, gold Werner, they've been causing a lot of people some issues in FUT Champions, division rivals. So I think this card would be an absolute monster. It depends, of course, how they're going to upgrade him. I think his gold card could still be useful for some players, but if they are going to be giving him the traditional sort of pace upgrade, I think that could be extremely overpowered. But even if they're not, in a different position, maybe more as a cam, if they're just going to boost the passing, the shooting even more, could be an incredible card. Or even perhaps the physical, that could be something very different. We're going to have to see. Haaland, I think, could be a nice card again. We've spoken about him. Trent, we've spoken about. Griezmann could be a sensational card, just like Dybala. This Griezmann, oh my days. I hope that he's going to be sort of a few 100,000 coins, that he's not going to be too expensive, because I genuinely think I'd want to get my hands on this Griezmann, especially if they give him pace. I think that would actually be the perfect sort of card to give it on. Trust me, guys, this Griezmann is going to be absolutely nuts. I cannot wait to see a potential Griezmann like this, hopefully in Rulebreakers Team 1. Rashford would be incredible. He would definitely be solid himself as the best left mid in the Premier League, in my opinion. A lot of people are deciding between Rashford and also, off the top of my head now, Sterling. A lot of people compare Rashford and Sterling. Rashford would by far be the best option there with this special card. Thiago Silva will be quite nice. Nuno Mendes, I believe, again, but a little bit more of a bigger upgrade. Saint Maximin could be incredible with his skill moves and weak foot. Ozil is actually a decent card, like a German, if you've got a German Bundesliga team, fit him in there, could be a decent option. Onyeka could be quite good. He was very popular, hyped at the start of the game, so I do think this could sort of extend his player card cycle in FIFA 22 for sure. And then we do also have a French centre-back, which looks like Hulk has given him some pace. So I think that is always quite OP, and that is always quite popular. Some last few cards, guys, that I'm going to chuck in here. Eden Hazard, I think, could be incredible. Someone did comment that this Real Madrid kit, the blue one, does look similar to Chelsea. Some good vibes. Someone has let me know. I think this Hazard could be quite good. Klaus has actually been predicted a decent amount, so I wanted to throw him in here as well. And then we do finally have Diego Carlos. I think that could be an incredible card. We do have a lot more cards that we have also made, but I do think they are pretty much covered in those predictions. Kessie, of course, is a big one. Dybala is a big one. And also Ruben Diaz. Those are sort of cards that I'm very much looking forward to. Let me know down in the comments below if I missed anyone out, and also who you really want to get a Rule Breakers card in Team 1. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.